If you're just here for a quick answer, then I'll tell you right now, don't use Chase, use pretty much any other company that you can go through first. And if you're wanting to know why, then you're just gonna have to stay tuned. But let's get to it. Last year, my wife and I started looking for a home, and we found one in the perfect location for us and within our price range. It was a condo, which, just so you guys know, whenever it comes to buying a condo, just so you get a bit of a reference for something I'll have to talk about later, you own everything inside of the walls of that condo. It can be really tricky wording sometimes, so just make sure that if you are looking at a condo, you see what all you own and make sure that's what you want. But whenever we settled on a location, we finally had to go through the process of actually getting a mortgage, and we went through every bank in our area, and none of them would give us a mortgage specifically because we were getting a condo. Now, banks don't like giving mortgages out for condos because it relies on all of the other people that live around you to not burn the place down. So I understand why it can be hard to get a mortgage for a condo, but it still really sucks that it kind of leaves our only option as being Chase. But us being young and a little naive decided that we were going to go with them anyways because, we wanted to move out and they did give us a good interest rate. But that was the only positive thing that came out of our experience with Chase. So we set a closing date for July 1st and started to get in the process of sending over everything that we need. And this is where the issues started. Now, the first issue is one that really shouldn't have started in the first place after everything that we had gone through, which is that our agent at Chase that was working with us to get us the mortgage had the wrong email address for our realtor agent that was helping us buy the place. The Chase agent didn't know this until it was around 15 days after we had started this whole process and was wondering why he wasn't getting any responses. And then they finally asked us and we asked our guy and he said he hadn't gotten any emails. We go through and check and everything is listed properly. It's spelled right. I don't know how the Chase agent ended up typing in the wrong email, but he did. But that finally got resolved and everything started moving along smoothly. But still, the Chase agent didn't get a reply for 15 days from our realtor for stuff that he said was very important and needed responded to immediately, but didn't really do anything for 15 days. The next issue was that Chase had lost our HOA documents multiple times. This was one of the first set of documents that we actually sent to Chase because it was the most important one. This is essentially signing us to the HOA and accepting the old owner's HOA contract so that we are now the ones listed instead. Now, I will show what I can on screen, but, I'm going to blur out all of the emails and everything because, I want to show you guys that I'm not lying, but I also don't want to give anything away. I can see when we first sent our HOA documents over, and then I can also see within the same set of emails when they asked for them again, like 10 days later, 15 days later, and then like 2 days before we're supposed to be closing. Chase, we're closing in 2 days. We sent the HOA documents 2 times. Our agent sent it over once, and then we also sent it through the Chase My Home page, but of course that's deleted everything by now. So that was a total of 4 times that we sent in these documents, and they somehow still didn't have them until it was like time to close. Now, I would like to say that it was possibly an agent issue, but we sent it to multiple agents that were there, and our realtor actually sent it to the entire team that worked with this guy. So it wasn't like it was just one person that messed up, it was multiple people there. It was not just an issue with one guy. Then on the day of closing, we had another major issue come up for no reason at all. And that was that Chase realized that we needed to sign an HO6 document, which is essentially a walls policy, but it was listed absolutely nowhere. As new homeowners, we didn't really know anything about what we fully needed to send in. And, with that, we'd expect Chase, the people that do this daily, to know what we need to submit. And it wasn't until the day of closing that they send us this document. Now, luckily, it was a really quick one that we just signed and instantly submitted. But it's still really frustrating that it didn't get sent to us until the day that it was us supposed to be closing and moving in. And finally, the last issue, which is what really makes me hate Chase, is that they pretty much just completely lied about this thing they have where if you close late, they give you $2,500. Chase never informed us that there was a document we were supposed to view 3 days in advance and accept before we were able to actually close on the home. But my wife and I signed this as soon as it was made available to us, which means that even though I remember it being around 3 days, if not more, in advance, it somehow wasn't, because whenever we tried to file for this $2,500 due to us having to close on the 2nd, they wouldn't give it to us, and citing that as one of the reasons. And now, what you might be thinking is, oh, maybe there's something in the small print that kept you from getting it. We went through everything, including with, a person who actually went to a business school and studied all of that kind of stuff, and everything determined that we were supposed to be getting this money, but Chase just doesn't want to give it to us. After around 2 months of trying to get this money out of them, we finally just gave up because it was too much of a hassle to keep submitting the same emails over and over again that prove that we did everything we were supposed to and that we closed late due to their issues. Whatever, I'll just let that go, and I'll just use that as part of my story to, persuade others to not use Chase and go with any other bank. So yeah, that is our story with Chase Bank. I really hope that you're never in a situation like us where they're the only bank that will actually let you get a mortgage. Make sure that if you ever do have to work with Chase as well, that you actually save every interaction that you have, all of your emails, everything that you've sent over to them, text, just anything, because I guarantee you going with them, you'll be in a very similar situation to us. But yeah, I'm just spreading the word and making sure that no one falls into the same issue that we had. And so if you learned anything in this video or now know that you're going to try and not go with Chase, make sure you hit that like button and sub to my channel. It's greatly appreciated, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out and have a lovely day.